I am pretty sure I was almost human trafficked. This takes place when I was 16. At the time, my teenage brain was not able to comprehend the situation. Looking back as an adult, my lord, I am so grateful I got out of the situation. I was approached by a much older man named Jason, approximately 40, and a woman named Amanda, approximately 40 as well, at the gym I regularly worked out at. They complimented my physique and asked if I would be willing to teach them some workouts. I agreed. I showed them some machines I used and walked them through my usual routine, answering their questions about how to do certain exercises and such. Afterwards, they asked if I'd be interested in working out with them again. I said sure. I saw them the next day around the same time. They joined me in my workout. We conversed in small talk. They seemed very friendly. They talked about their kids and families. All the things. At the end of our workout, Jason asked me if we could exchange numbers in case I wanted to work out with them again. I was hesitant, which he sensed. He told me no worries and that he never wanted to make me uncomfortable. I thought, what a respectful guy. 2 or so days later, see them at the gym again around the same time. I approached them this time and asked if they wanted to work out. We got to talking as usual and the topic landed on cars. I told Jason what car I drove and how I was really hoping to get some colorful LED lights for underneath it. He said he could totally do it for me for free. So we exchanged numbers to set up a time and day. Smooth, wasn't he? Jason texted me a few days later and asked if I wanted to meet at a Starbucks to grab a coffee and check out my car to see what he needed to do to install the lights. I thought it was a little weird, but agreed because I really wanted the lights done. We met at Starbucks and he offered to buy me a drink. I said yes. He asked if I wanted to sit down and talk for a bit before he looked at the car. So we sat and drank coffee. Talking about all sorts of things, we got deep in conversation. Before we got up, he proceeds to say, "Look, I don't want to make you uncomfortable, but I think you're awesome. I enjoy talking with you a lot. I know this is crazy, but I have a favor to ask of you." I asked what it was, and he says Amanda is going out of town and I am supposed to attend a wedding this weekend. I need a +1 and Amanda suggested I asked you to go. She thinks you're awesome as well. Plus, I figured this could be your payment for the car sort of. He then proceeds to show me the fancy hotel it was at, said he'd buy me a dress if needed, etc. I said I would think about it and get back with him. He checked out the car and I left soon after. I never talked with him again because the warning signs were finally going off in my head. Never saw him at the gym again either. I cannot imagine what would have happened if I went. Edit, there is a lot of people blowing this off as not trafficking. But they never met this guy, I did. There was something sinister about his intentions. I explained in another comment how something about his demeanor shifted when he started talking about the wedding and hotel. It's not something I can point out exactly. It wasn't necessarily his tone of voice, or his eye movements, or his body language. It was everything. I had felt very safe up until that point. I mean, I obviously questioned it in general, because stranger danger. But ultimately if I felt unsafe I would not have met him at Starbucks. But in that moment my whole body, my gut, everything inside me was telling me to run. I was extremely scared.